Hello. Today we are going to go through to do some tips about how to deal with notes. Notes, sometimes when you have a long list of notes on our project on the NVivo, we really struggle to manage them. When you say manage them, it means that how can I rename? How can I copy? How can I move? How can I move and it's a child or merge with an existing node? So we'll go through these tips on the NVivo, and the version that we are using is NVivo 12. So we have this project now, and we'll go to the list of the nodes. One main thing that if I have a long list of nodes and would like to expand them, especially sometimes we have a long list of nodes. So on the top here, on the Home tab, we have List View. In the List View, there is a tiny arrow on the top here, and I need to click inside the notes section to be able to activate it. In the list view here, we have some commands. If I press on the long arrow here, if I'd like to expand all notes, we press here. That will expand all of them, and the other way around, if I'd like to collapse them, I will press collapse all notes. So I'm going to expand them. The other thing, if I would like to rename is simply by one left click, then leave a second, then another one left click. So if I'd like to, instead of neutral here, neutral node, I would like to rename it like inapplicable, for example, so or unknown. So I'm going to one click and another one click, and that will make it highlighted. I can type. So here, for example, we can say unidentified. So this is about how can I rename them. About how to copy, or like how can I move them. Actually, drag and drop can be used as well, although that's maybe sometimes when we are beginners, drag and drop might be a bit confusing, but we can do a drag and drop. So for example here, if I'd like the node tourism to be below economy, I can make it like this. So I can move it with drag, and then I go to just on the top of economy, and then I leave it like this, which is like I drop it. So you can see that here, actually it is already, it's a child here. So I'm going to make like due to water, I'm going to drag it underneath agriculture. So now it's going to be underneath here. So you can, by drag and drop, just drag the one that you'd like to move and put it on the top of the one that you'd like to move it underneath, and that will make it as a child node. We always use the terms like parent node and child node, grandchild node, like a family. So this is a drag and drop, which maybe that may not be very applicable, easy going when we are just beginners with NVivo. So we can use the right click menu. So if I'd like, for example, that one of the due here, due to cost, I'd like the due to cost of doing business to be subnode to due environment impact. What I do that to move it, I will make right click and cut. Cut, it is like I take it and put it somewhere else, but move it from here so it will not be existing anymore. If I'd like to measure this due to environment, so actually here when I'm going to copy the one that I cut, I have two options. Either to merge it with existing one, so they're going to be one only instead of two, or make it a child. The first one, I'm going to make it as a child node for the due to environment impacts. So if I make like right click, these are the two commands. I would like this to be a child node. And normally when we make a copy or and merge, we'll be asked to, when I move it, would you like everything with a node? Bear in mind, it's not just a node. Maybe in the node there are memos or relationship or see with other nodes, or see also links. So there are other objects. So when I say merge as a child node, you will be asked, would you like to move everything? I would say okay. It can be like a new one, so it's going to be, I make it the same name, cost. I would say, give it a name, business cost. Okay. So you can see that now it's been moved, disappeared the first one, and became here business cost, exactly the same one. Let's try it by merging. I would like to merge due to foreign competition within natural variation. So I'm going to, again, I'm going to make it move as well, cut. And now I will go to the natural variation and make it as merge into the into natural variation. And again, you have the same prompt dialog where would you like that to keep everything with it? I say yes and okay. So now both of them, although that they don't show, but if I look at the references here and the file that referring, they're going to be increased because now they are merged together. So you can see that actually there are different things that we can look at by rename, by collapsing, expanding, and also by how can I manage by copy and cut. We say copy and cut, but actually I'm moving and merging them. I hope that you find the video about management of notes on the NVivo useful, and thank you very much. Bye for now.